My name is Bala Ramasamy. I'm a professor of economics at China-Europe International Business School. If there is nothing new, nothing special that is going to spur up the economy, then it is very difficult to talk about how this economy is going to ramp up its growth. I think we've come to a point where in a sense the economy has come to some kind of stability. So when you talk about this 4 or 5% growth, maybe this is that normal China. And if we want that growth to pick up, as what most of the rest of the world would want China's growth to pick up, I think there is a need for something special to happen, something different to happen. Whether it is going to be, for example, a decrease in income tax, for instance, right? Or total liberalization of the renminbi, or, something big, something special needs to happen. I'm quite confident that if we don't have this new thing, this special thing, I don't see why China should start to grow again, unless the growth is going to come from outside. In other words, exports again. Right? So if the US economy starts to grow and that is going to, bring up China's export, yeah, this has happened. This is the old model, right? But if we talk about the growth from within the Chinese economy, I think it has to be this spark that needs to happen. My prediction is most likely the government would go back to a model that they know, which is expenditure in infrastructure or investment expenditure. Right, a huge stimulus package of some sort, to start building again, and right, because for most countries, not just China, this is the only model that we know, right? So to come to think of this, brand new idea, this impetus, for the economy to grow, it's easy for me to say, but I'm sure it is very difficult to find what is that impetus, and the Chinese government, for example, does not have time to wait to try to figure out what would work or not. I mean, if the growth does come down, to your 4% and so on, obviously my biggest fear is going to be unemployment, right? And if unemployment starts to build up, then obviously there are other issues that come with unemployment. Right, social instability and so on. And for a country like China, these are things that the system can't handle, right? So obviously, 4% is fine. We might be kind of surviving, but I think as people leave school and university and get into the labor force, and if you find that they are unable to find jobs or unable to find jobs that they're looking for, that level of frustration is going to ramp up. And we're also talking about, in China today, we are talking about a situation where young people can be unemployed. It's not like in the past where, as soon as you graduate, you got to find a job so that you can support your family. That thinking has changed, right? Young people can stay, a year being unemployed, waiting for the right job to come through, right? So if that is what's going to happen, then obviously the period of unemployment is going to lengthen, right? And this is the thing with the young people. I mean, if they are unable to find the right jobs that they're looking for, if they are unable to find that high-paying jobs and so on that they're looking for, that level of frustration is going to build up, right? So I think that's the reason why I think the Chinese government understands this, and that is why they don't have that luxury of time. And that's the reason why they need to come up with a quick fix solution. And what's a quick fix solution? Stimulus.